Welcome back, race fans. We are back here with Three Wide tonight. I believe it's their next to the last race of the season here, and they are at Phoenix tonight for 150 laps in the Gen 6. Qualifying is underway. Looks like Samuel Close bringing in the top spot right now, and Kevin Finn second, Tanner Sharp third. Good race here. This is going to be, I think, tonight. Got Jeff Dotson in the booth. Jeff, welcome, brother.
Yep, thank you, Rudy. Should be a pretty good race. These three wide guys tonight here at Phoenix. It is their second to last race of the season. I believe their last race of the season is at Homestead. Yes, it is. But that won't be until December the 5th. So we do have next Monday off, and then they'll be back for their last race of the season at Homestead. Tonight's race, though, is the last race for the Eliminator round, where 6 drivers remain. After tonight's race, 3 drivers get cut off from that 6, and only 3 will go into Homestead and compete for the championship.
Awesome. Well, you want to run down through those top 6 and let us know who are in the top 6 right now?
Sure. All right, your top 6 currently are Cameron Rich, Samuel Close, Johnny Thomas, Race Clark, Kevin Finn, and Drew Eisenman. Now, we've seen Cameron Rich win a race last week at Texas, so he's already locked himself a position into the final 3 for Homestead, so he'll be going on to compete for that 3 wide championship. But it looks like right now in the other 2 transfer spots are Samuel Close and Johnny Thomas. Right now in the bubble positions here to be dropped out are Race Clark, Kevin Finn, and Drew Eisenman. So Race, Kevin, and Drew, they need a good finish today here at Phoenix in order to move on, have a chance to move on to the final race at Homestead in a few weeks.
All right, very cool, very cool. Well, I think pretty much everybody's done their qualifying times here. Now, I think they go into a drivers' meeting here. They'll be talking to the drivers about everything, and we'll be on with the race here shortly. But thank you for joining us here tonight, folks. Don't look like we've got a whole lot of viewers. It is a weeknight, though. It's kind of hard to get viewers on a late night weeknight. All right, less than a minute and a half to go till qualifying is over. We will get everybody down there on the grid here in just a minute, folks. I think they're finishing up their drivers' meeting now and should be ready to go here shortly. All right, looks like that's going to wrap up qualifying, folks. Get everybody down on the grid here. Okay, starting on the pole, Samuel Close with a 27.468. Congratulations to him for grabbing the pole. Kevin Finn will start on the outside in second. Tanner Sharp starting third. Richard Lafferty fourth. Cameron Rich will start fifth place. Paul Ross sixth. Carlos Acosta, we haven't seen Carlos back here in a while, so good to see him back in the race. Danny Delmeda in eighth place. Mike Stevens starting ninth. Cody Wright 10th. Jeff?
Yep, we got Race Clark starting in 11th tonight. Richard Hines will start in 12th. Rusty Webb will start 13th. Brent Miller in 14th. Chad Brown will start 15th. Drew Eisenman in 16th. Mark McFadden will start in 17th. Johnny Thomas in 18th. Nathan Young 19th. Corey Lindsay will start 20th. And Jess Story run out the field starting in 21st position.
Very good. Thank you, sir. Well, big congratulations to Samuel Close for grabbing the pole. He'll get a bonus point for that, I believe.
I believe so.
All right, pace car heads in. And there we go, green, green, green. Boy, big jump by Samuel Close.
Yeah, it was. And he did what he had to do on that initial race start there to get a good lead out in front of Tanner Sharp and Kevin Finn.
Tanner Sharp was taking a look on the inside of Cameron Finn going into 3. Here he does have a little bit of a lead on him. Kevin Finn's got the line and coming out at 4. It's going to be Kevin Finn holding off Tanner Sharp. A little bit of a run on that high side like that. He's really getting a good bite off the turn.
Oh yeah, it's really helping him out the way he's taking these corners here. So he's doing everything he needs to do here to keep a close range there on him.
Richard Lafferty out of shape.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh, and he's going to get into it. He come back up onto the track. Ouch.
Yeah. Ooh,
that wrecked a bunch of them out. That wrecked a whole bunch of them out. Watching him as he goes into turn 3 here. A little bit of a check up there because it looked like Cameron Rich may have got a little loose going into the turn. Well, when he did, he checked up and it kind of got the car out of shape. Thought he had it saved, and when he come back up onto the track, he come up right into the number 16 of Danny Delmeda. Oh, man. He gathered up Cody Wright in the process. Looks like the 87 of Richard Hines, and a lot of these guys just barely skinnied through. A couple of them are going to get into it, though. Man, lots of cars involved in that one. First caution of the race, and it's going to be a big whopper.
That's something a track like this that we didn't want to see something like that this early.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think these guys did either. I'm sure Richard Lafferty surely didn't. That was the furthest thing from his mind was like getting out of shape like that on lap 3 and taking out a bunch of drivers. Like Richard Lafferty, Chad Brown, Danny Delmeda, and Cody Wright all sitting on pit road. And we should get the one to go this time by. All right, they're doubled up, ready to go green. Here's Samuel Close going to start on the outside. Tanner Sharp on the inside. Looks like Danny Delmeda has taken it behind the wall already.
Yes, he has.
Pace car's in. There goes Samuel on the gas already.
Yeah, he didn't waste no time on that restart.
No, sir. And Cameron Rich is going to get the run on Tanner Sharp. Goes right into second. Oh, he was a little loose coming out of two.
Yeah, he was.
Man.
Ooh.
Kevin Finn now coming up on the inside of Tanner Sharp. Took a look there for a second. A little ways back to Mike Stevens. And he's definitely under fire here by Paul Ross. Looks like Paul's going to get a pretty good run off of turn 2.
Yeah, Paul's really battling with these guys hard back here. We got Race Clark back here as well with him and Mike Stevens, and Richard Hines is here with him too, looking to get in the action here. And here comes the number 41 car, also of Rusty Webb. New paint scheme looks like for Rusty today. Napa Auto Parts. This is a good group of cars back here. Richard Hines just made the pass on Mike Stevens to take 7th.
Good deal. So we are seeing some passing going on out there.
Yes. And back up front here, Cameron Rich is real in Samuel Close. He's right on him.
Yes, he is looking for that pass to take over the lead. And all Samuel Close out front. And if Samuel has anything to say about it, he's going to keep that door slammed on Cameron Rich to try to keep him back there.
Oh, yeah. Samuel's in the point hunt here. He's looking to get into the final 3, going to Homestead, and he knows that Cameron's already locked in. So I think he's going to do everything in his wheelhouse here at the number 5 car today here at Phoenix to keep Cameron behind him and get a win so he can advance.
Hey, I think he'd just say, well, Cameron, you're already locked in, man. Let me get out here and lead the race and win it and lock me in, you know. But no, Cameron's going to get up there and try to win it.
Yeah, it's just the race car driver and all of us. And the race car driver and Cameron. We always know, even if Cameron is locked in throughout this whole chase, we've seen Cameron get locked into almost, I think he's been locked into every chase format here. And every time, you know, when he goes into those races, you know, where he doesn't really have to perform well because he's already locked in, he still goes out here and shows these drivers that he's hungry for a win and he wants to go to victory lane.
Yes, sir. Kevin Finn gets around Tanner Sharp, goes into 3rd.
Whoa! Cameron Rich was tracking it a little bit off of the final corner there. Nice save, though. He kept it on his toes, and he kept that car just going. But, man, he was sideways there a little bit.
Race Clark comes into 6th. He clears all these guys.
Really good run for Race today. He started 11th, so this is good to see him battling up here to try to get the top 5.
Richard Hines 7th, Mike Stevens 8th, Rusty Webb 9th, and Brent Miller rounds out the top 10 at the moment. These guys have moved up. Drew Eisenman, 11th place. He has picked up a few spots, but he's got Johnny Thomas on his tail. Johnny looking to the inside. I see a little bit of damage, I believe. Maybe I'm seeing things. Oh, Johnny almost got up into Drew right there. That was so close. I think it's my eyes playing tricks on me. I thought I seen some damage on the left front corner of Drew's car, but I think I was just seeing things.
Oh, you're right. There is damage there.
Is there?
Yeah.
Let me see if I can get down here a little bit closer. Oh yeah, there is just ever so slight. So he's been into someone. You know,
I think it might have been that first incident there that happened. We brought first caution, possibly.
That could be.
Wow, we've got Guys dropping like flies. Cody Wright just took his car behind the wall.
Yes, sir. Back up front, Samuel Close, Cameron Rich still in a big battle here, and Kevin Finn is closing.
Yeah, Kevin's in the championship hunt too, so we know Kevin Finn's really looking forward to staying in the top 3 here, and it'll possibly help him move in an inch into the 3rd place here in the case standings, and possibly help him get a position to go to Homestead for the championship 3. So we'll see, how he can do in his efforts here today at Phoenix. But Cameron Rich and Samuel Close looking strong here today, and we know that Samuel's going to be a factor here to possibly get a win here today at Phoenix.
Already got 20 laps in the books. Clicking them off quite fast here. Kevin Finn not far behind them too, 1.4 seconds. But clear sailing for him as Paul Ross passed up Tanner Sharp. Goes into 4th. And Tanner back to 5th. Cameron Rich has not given Samuel Close not even a second breathing room, is he?
No, he's not. I tell you, and it's Cameron knows that he's locked in, but tell you, he drives these guys like he's not, even when he is. So,
oh yeah, he's keeping the pressure on them.
Oh yeah.
Well, they've all went to the Cameron Rich School of Driving, and they've learned from the best. So
yes, they have.
He's got nobody to blame but himself for teaching them guys all this stuff.
Probably saying now, man, I shouldn't have taught Samuel how to take the corners. Man, I tell you, Cameron is getting loose off of some of these corners and the exits here, and I tell you, he's about dirt tracking it every time when he comes off those corners. He's really handling an ill race car right now, it seems like.
I think he's just pushing it so hard to try to see if he can't get up there with us, to stay up there with Samuel. And Samuel just seems to be so smooth tonight.
Yeah, I don't even think Samuel's watching his rearview mirror, and that's probably something that he doesn't need to do, because if he watches his rearview mirror and sees what Cameron's doing back there, it might kind of spook him a little bit, and he might, lose some ground and let his guard down there. So I think he's doing the right thing here, and I don't think he's looking at that rearview mirror at all, and he's just looking forward.
Well, Paul Ross trying to shake Tanner Sharp, just not happening. And Race Clark trying to shake Richard Hines, and that's not happening.
Yeah.
Guys racing it up pretty hard here.
Yeah, they are. Wow, and so is Paul Ross and Tanner Sharp, too. These guys are battling it up as well. Carlos Acosta, the number 2 car, back here in 13th position. It's been a while since we've seen him on the racetrack, Rudy, but it seems like his car's really not, to his liking today, as he started 7th and he's back in 13th right now.
Yeah, that's not where we're used to seeing him run. We're used to seeing him up a lot closer to the front than this, but it is early in the race,
Yes.
They could possibly make some adjustments on that car, maybe some new tires and make an adjustment and get that thing where he's able to drive it a little bit better, and we might see him up there a little closer to the front when it comes down to the end. Nathan Young back here in 14th, Mark McFadden 15th. Mark's got a little bit of damage on his car. Richard Lafferty still sitting on pit road. Back up front, Cameron Rich still all over Samuel Close.
I do see that Carlos Acosta is now starting to reel in Rusty Webb here a little bit, and he's looking to possibly take 12th from Rusty.
Well, I think a secret to this car, Jeff, is you got to give the car time to come to you.
Exactly.
You got to let the tires get worn down a little bit. They get a little bit better bite. That's not so loose. And sure, your lap times may fall off a little bit, but the car feels better on the track and makes the driver feel more confident in the car. And,
yeah.
And I think that's what these guys are starting to feel now with the getting a few laps on them.
Yeah, it really does take this car a while to get warmed up, and it's kind of treacherous there, and it's really a beast in those first stage laps there, and then when you finally get a good run going, it starts to kind of come into play where you can get a grasp on it and drive the car. Then once you make a pit stop, put more fuel in it, and put fresh tires on, it comes right back to that like at the race start. So you're all over again.
Yep, start all over.
Yeah. We see Drew Eisenman back here racing with the 83 of Johnny Thomas and the 89 of Brent Miller. And Brent Miller just lost both positions to Drew and Johnny.
Yes,
and he'll fall back to 11th.
But he's still, better than where he started. He started 14th, and he's up to 11th. So, you got to hold on to that. Carlos Acosta, now on the other hand, went from 7th, and he is running back in 12th.
Yeah, he did make it around Rusty Webb, though. There a couple laps ago. Oh, looks like Rusty maybe possibly coming to pit road.
And Nathan Young made it past him, too. Yeah, Rusty Webb coming to pit road early. Early pit stop. And Cameron Rich taking over the lead.
Yeah, Samuel Close is on pit road.
Yes, sir. Pit stops are happening. What are they running, about 10% fuel? Or?
It does say 50% fuel limit.
Oh.
Well, they are running half a fuel load here.
Well, Cameron's still out there turning laps. Kevin Finn second. Tanner Sharp third.
Yep, and Cameron doesn't look like he's going to come down pit road anytime soon. It looks like he's having a good run out there. It looks like his car might be set up for long runs today.
Yes, sir. Tanner Sharp now 6.2 seconds back in third. Richard Hines actually is coming to pit road. That gives fourth place up to Drew Eisenman. That Johnny Thomas, Brent Miller, Carlos Acosta behind him.
Oh, Cameron Rich coming to pit road.
Yes, sir. On it. They give
Kevin
the lead
Finn
up.
will take the lead.
Yes, sir. He gets that bonus point. Going to be all about bonus points and getting every available point that you can possibly get, in this race here tonight.
Yeah, these chase contenders, they're definitely wanting those bonus points. It'll help them out to get possibly that third position in the chase if a chase driver does happen to win this race here this evening.
All right, 4-tire stop for Cameron Rich, and he's away. see when Kevin Finn's going to come to pit road. He's not sure. Maybe he's not sure that he has led a lap, so he's going to try to ensure that. I believe he pitted on that last. No, he did not. No, him and Tanner Sharp. Here he comes. Here he comes to pit road. And Tanner Sharp will stay out to lead a lap, but he didn't. Yes, he did lead that one. Excuse me. So Kevin Finn on pit road. This will all cycle back around here shortly. And I think we're going to see Cameron Rich right back in the lead again. Kevin Finn pulls in his pit stall really awkward. Car's like all twisted around now. He's going to have to come out kind of awkward. That's going to cost him plenty of time on pit road right now.
Yeah, I think he brushed the wall a little bit too coming in there.
Yep.
Tanner Sharp on pit road. Sorry, me to cut you off. What was you going to say?
No, nothing. Be a 4-tire change for Tanner. And seeing the longer he stayed out, look how far back he's going to be now because he stayed out there that much longer.
Yes.
You know, I mean, that's the bad part about that. You know, now Johnny Thomas should be the next one to come to pit road, but he pitted under that caution, so he'll probably have about another 3 or 4 laps further than these guys. You know, Tanner Sharp come out just ahead of him in the lead. Drew Eisenman hanging all over the back of Johnny Thomas. Johnny will collect a bonus point for leading that lap.
Yep, that's what he needed because he is sitting in the 3rd place in points right now, so that would help him greatly on his chase efforts to go into the final 3 next in a couple weeks.
And he's coming to pit road.
Drew Eisenman will take the lead now.
Yes, sir. He's already had led a lap earlier, but he leads another one. And he is about 3.7 seconds ahead of Brent Miller. But these guys are going to have to come to pit road. So that will put Samuel Close back in the lead once Drew pits. And Brent Miller.
Oh, Drew's coming in now.
Yep. Here he comes.
And so is Brent.
Yeah. Figured that was going to be pretty close to about the time they were going to want to come in. So, all right, so that should give the lead back to Samuel Close with Cameron Rich right on his tail again. They're just right back in the repeat mode here.
Yeah, they're right back where they started before the pit stops happened.
Yeah. And Kevin Finn in 3rd, 5.7 seconds behind them.
Yeah, that's about where he was when the pit stops happened. So, wow, this is amazing that they've made it back around to the exact positions they were running in.
And Cameron Rich for the lead.
Yes, sir.
Coming up on a 1/3 of the way through the race already. We've had 1 caution. That was like on lap 3, I think. We've been green flag ever since. Pretty cool. 8 lead changes out there already.
Yep, and they're coming around here next couple laps. It'll be 100 to go.
But Cameron is really driving that car, man. I'm telling you, he is extremely loose coming off of turn 4 almost every single lap.
He's dirt tracking it off of that corner, basically.
Kevin Finn 3rd place. Paul Ross 4th. Race Clark, top 5.
Yep, we got a caution.
Oh, we do. Let's see, Rusty Webb.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, let's go back and check this out. He looks to be okay, but coming out of turn 4, that car just stepped out on him, and he gets into the inside wall pretty hard. All right. It shouldn't be too awful bad to repair, I don't think. But it will put him a lap down. And here comes all the leaders to pit road. Let's see if who's going to have the best pit stop here now when they come into pit road. I kind of have a sneaking suspicion that Samuel Close may get out first because he is right here in this front pit stall. And nope, Cameron Rich is barely going to beat him off of pit road, I think. I don't know. That's too close to call right there. I think he did beat Samuel Close off pit road, but man, I'll tell you what, it was by a half a fender.
Oh, yeah.
Well, who do you want to talk to?
Let's talk to Samuel. Samuel Close, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, tell us about that run you're having out there tonight. You're racing really hard up front with Cameron. Tell us how the track's feeling and what you have for Cameron Rich out here tonight.
He's carrying some more speed than me through 1 and 2. I think 3 and 4 were almost even, but I'm just maybe I ought to see what he's doing here for a little while and see what I can do with it. You know, I typically wouldn't race him that hard, but I'm really trying to go for the win for the lock-in to the next round as far as keeping him behind me. But, hey, I'm here to race, so, you know, I'm going to try and get past him, and as long as I finish up here in the front somewhere, should be good to go into the next round. Just try to stay away from stupid mistakes.
Exactly, yeah. You're racing with Cameron and, you know, 4 other guys out there. You know, 3 guys are going to get eliminated here after the race at Phoenix tonight. How do you feel about going into Homestead next week?
I feel good. Just as long as I make it in. So you got to focus on the here and now and make sure we get this car a really good finish and some good points.
All right. I meant to say a couple weeks, but anyway, get ready to see that you're getting to go back to racing here. So good luck, Samuel, and hopefully we'll talk to you later.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Get him going, Jeff.
Will do. All right, pace car's in. And there's the green flag. We're back underway here at Phoenix for the 3-wide Chesapeake Diecast Cup Series. And, man, good restart there by Cameron Rich, the number 17 car. Samuel Close is getting company here from Kevin Finn behind him.
And Race Clark just passed up Paul Ross to go into 4th.
Yeah.
Or cleared him, I should say.
Good racing on this restart. Yeah.
Tanner Sharp closing up on Paul Ross. Richard Hines with a great run here today, 7th place after starting 12th. Mike Stevens in the Tabasco car. I guess that makes it hot, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right, good deal. That's what we like to hear. Hot cars out there.
And he's got the Pepsi car behind him to help him cool it off if it gets hot.
Yeah, Carlos is coming up. He's up to 10th. That's a good run. He's coming back into the fight now. This is the Carlos that we know.
Exactly. Yeah, we know he'll be there at the end to challenge these guys for a good finishing position, and we can't count him out yet. I think he'll be up here battling for a top 5 finish before this race is over.
Drew Eisenman breaking into 11th.
Wow, we got a new leader, Kevin Finn.
All right, that's what we like to hear.
Samuel Close is battling him hard, though, in the corner. And here comes Race Clark on the inside of Cameron Rich.
These guys are getting after it now.
Yeah, they are. Wow, look at this. Paul Ross is up here in this mixture, too.
Yeah, this isn't the last lap, guys. Oh, a little touch. Oh, Kevin Finn going to get spun again. Oh, my word. That brings out the caution. Looked like Race Clark might have got into the back of him a little. Go down here and check this out a little closer. Okay, Cameron Rich is right on his tail going into the turn here. Kevin Finn drops it down and right in front of Race Clark. Race had nowhere to go. Paul Ross involved in that. Aye. And that collected the Tabasco car in it as well. So, man.
Yeah. It also got Carlos Acosta and Richard Hines, too. But they only got small little nicks, so I don't think they'll be hurt too bad, but they were involved.
Dang, poor Kevin.
Yeah, he had such a strong run.
He can't catch a break, man. He's up there racing with these guys. Seems like invariably he always gets caught up into something. Okay, they are coming to pit road. Cameron Rich getting out with a 2-tire change.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a pretty gutsy move right there.
Yeah, it is. Cameron Rich, you got a copy?
I sure do. What's up?
Hey, man, tell us about your racing that you're having out there today here, man. We see you and Samuel Close battling up hard up there. We just saw Kevin Finn up there racing with you guys. But, man, it sucks for him. But, with what happened there with the hard racing. But tell us how the track's treating you out there tonight and how that was racing with Kevin and Samuel up there.
Oh, man, that was fun. We were 3 wide at Phoenix. That's hard to do.
Hey, this is 3 Wide Racing League.
Oh, yeah. I'm glad we were able to do something good for the namesake of the league. But, yeah, it's fun. Track has a lot of grip in some places and no grip in others, so it's really fun to drive.
Exactly. Well, you were already locked into Homestead, so, tell us what the race here today means for you to go out here and get a win and race with these guys.
Yeah, I'm just out here to have fun. I'm being respectful of the other guys away from the chase, of course. I know Sam and Kevin are not locked in. Well, nobody else is, but yeah, just have some fun and hopefully we can get another win.
Well, respectful would be backing out and letting them guys battle it for the win. That would be respectful now, Cameron.
Hey, Rudy, I'm not going to lay over.
I know. I'm just picking on you, buddy.
All right, Cameron, we're getting ready to go back to green here, so good luck.
Thanks, guys.
I decided to throw that in there. All right, pace car's in. And there goes Cameron. Green is out.
Yeah, it looked like Samuel didn't have the restart he had hoped for there, and Race Clark's all over him here, and Race is also, by doing that, also trying to hold off Tanner Sharp back here in a 3-car.
It seems like Tanner's really good on new tires, and boy, once that newness wears off, he's just nowhere near as fast. And I do see a little bit of right front damage on his car. I don't know if that's affecting the handling or not. I highly doubt that, unless it got into the innards of the wheel there. I don't know that, but it seems to be handling okay right now as long as he can keep up his speed.
Yeah, exactly. And we see we see Carlos Acosta. He's finally made his way up here in the top 5. He's running 5th right now behind Tanner.
Yeah, poor Kevin Finn is sitting on pit road getting damage fixed.
Yeah, that's a tough break. And man, he was so strong, looking to get a good outing here tonight to possibly make it into the final 3. And his hopes right now aren't looking too well with that damage sitting on pit road.
No. Johnny Thomas in 6th place. He's still in the chase. He comes up on Carlos Acosta. Going in turn 1, looks like he's going to outdrive him. Carlos is going to give him plenty of room going way up the hill.
Wow.
Holy smokes, he couldn't have gone any further up the hill. He gave him plenty of room, though.
Yeah, he did.
Samuel Close, side by side with Cameron Rich now for the lead. Remember, Cameron only did a 2-tire change, but Samuel Close did a 4-tire change.
Yeah, and I'm wondering how those 2 tires are holding up. I'm riding along here with Cameron Rich in the cockpit view, and I tell you, you can really see how he's struggling to handle the steering on this thing. That steering wheel is going all over the place when he's coming off the corners.
All right?
Yep.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm hurting pretty bad right now. Race Clark hanging on to 3rd, and Samuel Close will take over the lead from Cameron Rich.
Woo!
Man, Cameron. Wow, is he wiggling.
He's dirt tracking it again.
Yeah, I'm going to ride on board with him for a minute here. We're going to watch how much he saws on this wheel. It seems like turn 4 is where it really gets him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was watching there a couple laps ago, and man, he's really having trouble coming off turn 4.
Oh, yeah, he sawed on it right there. another wiggle. Man, I'm telling you.
That car's a handful.
Yeah. And Samuel Close just seems like he's just so, hooked up right now. And the car just, I mean, he hasn't got that loose. I've seen him a little loose, but not like that.
Oh, he's not as loose as Tanner. Not Tanner. Cameron's car. But yeah, just I've really seen Samuel's car. He's really driving that thing really smooth and consistent tonight, and he's having a great time up here racing with Cameron. I can really tell. And I think Cameron's car is really loose too, but he's having a great time as well.
And so far, with Samuel leading, he's led 39 laps, the most of anybody. And he's on a mission here to try to lead the most laps here tonight to get the most points he can out of tonight. And possibly a victory to lock him into next week's season finale.
Yeah.
And then it'll just be the last position will be dealt with by points. Pretty much who's up there the highest probably, which
exactly.
right now would be Race Clark. Johnny Thomas is knocking on his door, and Tanner Sharp just got around Race Clark, goes into third. Brent Miller got around Carlos Acosta. Now Drew Eisenman is closing in on Carlos.
Yeah. And Drew's looking to take seventh from Carlos.
I'll tell you what, that's a pretty good comeback for Drew because it was looking a little bleak there at the beginning of the race. He did have that little bit of damage on the left side, but he was way back in like 12th or something for a while, and now he's caught back up into 8th. So definite top 10 for him today, if he can keep that straight for the second half.
He's still battling with that damage on his race car.
Yep, and he's going to take it from Carlos Acosta.
Yes, he will.
That's another one of the chase drivers there, Drew Eisenman. And I'll tell you what, these chase drivers have drove their hearts out all season long, Jeff, to get in this position. To coming down to this race right here is all decided. Who's going to be in that final round, for the championship. So,
exactly.
This is some pretty good news here.
Yeah, and the 3 drivers that do make it in, that shows you how hard they worked to get to that position and be able to compete for the championship. I tell you, Samuel Close is working his hardest I think he's ever worked a whole season right now, trying to get in that final round.
Yes, he is. This is Samuel Close that we've seen the latter part of this season. Now he's been really, pushing his car harder than we've seen him at the first part of the season.
Yeah.
It just
and also, sorry, go ahead.
Nothing.
But no, one thing to remember there too is that remember back at the early part of the season, back at Rockingham, when they ran Rockingham there early on in the season, Samuel Close was driving with one arm and came home with the win, and because he had an injured arm, and he actually did that for a couple of races. He drove with just one arm, and we were amazed at how well he was doing without using both of his arms and hands. So yeah, it was pretty awesome to actually see him wheel that race car with just one hand and one arm and come home and get a win out of it.
Oh my gosh, Jeff, I completely forgot about that. Man, oh man, you are right. Oh, we have a caution.
Yes, we do.
And I think it was Drew Eisenman. Oh, I think it was Drew Eisenman got caught up in something there. Let's go back and take a look here.
I hit the buttons and it took me to power off. So
yeah, it did me too. And let's see what happened here. I think it was Drew Eisenman. Maybe not. Yep. Oh, he locked him up going into the turn, and he got. Well, I don't know. He really didn't get sideways, but...
Oh, what is this? A phantom caution? I'm not seeing anybody out here.
Well, that might have been it, but... Well, I'm sure we're going to see everybody come to pit road again. Kevin Finn is back out on the track. That's good news.
Yes, he is. That is very good news.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that he'd only had one arm. Man, you got a good memory. It's not cluttered up with all the crap mine's cluttered up with.
Sometimes I forget things, but for some reason I didn't forget that. I guess because I thought it was so awesome, that he was out there. It's something I've never heard of before with, somebody in sim racing, the way he just drove that car and, it had only one arm. I thought that was pretty cool. So.
All right, let's see who's going to be the winner off of pit road this time. Last time it was pretty close. I'm going to actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to slow it right down when they start coming off pit road so we can see. Because I think it's going to be kind of close here. Nope, wasn't even close. Samuel Close took it off pit road.
Yeah.
Cameron Rich will be second. Tanner Sharp third. Race Clark fourth. And Johnny Thomas up to fifth.
Yeah, Johnny Thomas was sitting third in the point standings coming into tonight's race here at Phoenix. So a good outing for him here tonight will pay off for him to help him get that third spot there to go into the chase.
Right now with Race Clark ahead of him. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay, yeah, but Cameron's already locked in. Now if Samuel gets locked in, there'll only be one remaining spot. And Race Clark is the closest to the front right now, but neither one of them... Johnny Thomas has led a lap.
Yes, he has.
Race Clark has not.
That there will possibly help Johnny to possibly stay ahead of Race because those two are racing. And what I'm seeing here, there's only a... there's only a 2.2 or 3. Yeah, I think it's 3. 2, yeah. 2-point difference between the two. So, in the way they're racing right now, that's pretty close.
Yeah, it is.
Right now, as they also set, Kevin Finn was 18 points behind Race. Or no, that's the leader, excuse me. And Drew was 21 points behind. So, these two, they're really on the end of that. But I think we're going to see a good race between Race and Johnny here. Because we know they're really close in the points, and we know both of these guys want that spot. Oh, Drew Eisenman took his car behind the wall. Oh, no.
Yeah, I did see that. Well, here we go. Samuel Close, Cameron Rich. 4-tire change for each of them this time. Pace car's in. And there goes Samuel Close.
Ready, green, 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 green.
Green flag's out. Race Clark with a good run here, third position. He cleared Tanner Sharp. Johnny Thomas, 5th place. Brent Miller in 6th. Look at Mark McFadden got back into the 8th place. He's doing real well.
Yeah, and he started 17th tonight.
Yeah, right in behind Carlos Acosta. But he's ahead of Rusty Webb and Mike Stevens and Nathan Young. We haven't talked much about Nathan tonight. He's out here hanging on in 11th place after starting 19th tonight.
Yeah. Wow, a lot of these guys are big movers, along with Johnny Thomas. Johnny started 18th tonight, and he's worked his way up to the top 5.
Well, when you think about Richard Lafferty, Richard Hines, and Kevin Finn that were all up there, earlier, and now they're way back. Kevin Finn is back in 14th after starting 16th. Richard Hines started 12th, and he's back in 15th. And Richard Lafferty on pit road, he started 4th, and he's in 16th on pit road. So there's your, the ones that have kind of fallen back. And then we've got like Chad Brown, Danny Delmita, which started 8th, Cody Wright, which started 10th. So we've had a lot of drivers that, that were up closer to the front and have fallen to the back. Now Cameron Rich is right back on the tail of Samuel Close again.
Yeah. One thing I just now noticed, Rudy, Corey Lindsey never started this race.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he wasn't in TeamSpeak, never started the race, so I don't know what's going on with that.
Ooh, see Paul Ross back here. He is 7 laps down, but he was racing around. Oh, we got a caution.
Nathan Young.
Ooh.
Let's see what happened here to Nathan. Oh, man, did he ever break loose right there?
Yeah.
Ouch. And
that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. Well, he's driving the Hertz car. Maybe he can go rent another one real quick. They're all coming to pit road again. Wow. I guess, the Phoenix is one of them tracks you do want to take tires every single chance you can get.
Oh, yeah. This track's a hair eater.
Wow, Cameron Rich going to get out first ahead of Samuel Close. Man, what a smoking fast pit stop by Cameron Rich.
Yeah.
14.1 seconds compared to Samuel Close's 15.9.
Wow.
Big difference.
A second difference.
1.8 seconds to be exact.
Yeah.
Almost 2 seconds.
And my math is off on that one.
Golly, man, that's fast.
That is
almost 2 seconds faster. Well, I did notice it looked like Samuel Close was kind of not straight in his pit stall there, and that doesn't really make a difference, and being just at the right distance away from the pit wall. If you're too far away, it makes the guys have to run further, and if you're too close, it makes it harder to change your left side tires. So you got to kind of almost hit that pit road box just perfect, to get a good pit stop, and it looks like Cameron Rich did. I think one of the fastest ones I've seen tonight with a 4-tire stop was 13.9.
Wow.
Yeah, they need to give that pit crew a raise there, I'm telling you.
Yeah, they do. Oh, no. Nathan Young will take his car behind the wall.
Golly. A lot of guys out of the race here tonight.
Yes, sir.
Well, we're on the downhill slide of this, almost 2/3 of the way through it. Uh-oh. Cameron just blinked out again. Well, he's blinking
there he goes
crazy.
again. Yeah, I gotta get on Sam here. Ooh.
He's back again, but boy. Wow.
Yeah, his king's 1600.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Somebody's downloading something on the internet.
Yeah. That makes me want to check mine. Mine says 66, so I'm good. It's cooled back off now. It's down to 125, so I think you'll be all right there.
Pace car's in. Green, green, green.
Green.
Good
Wow.
start. Boys, look at Samuel Close, man.
And Race Clark.
I
Race
know
Clark got
it.
a great start.
This is pretty awesome. He's having a good run tonight.
Yes, he is.
I'd
We
like
know
to-
races.
I'd like to see him race like this every week.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I'll hear
Race.
about that.
Race is on a mission right now. He's racing to get into the next round of the chase, and I think he's wanting to be the one that races with Samuel and Cameron. And
Yep.
I mean, Samuel Close, man, he's got his car just hooked up right now, and man, it'd be devastating if he would lose it all for this race. Man, he's had a great car all night long, but so has Cameron, and these guys are really racing it up here. And I tell you right now, Race is just turning on the heat, and they're trying their best to keep him back.
Yes, sir.
Look at this. Johnny Thomas is behind Race Clark now in fourth. As I talked about there earlier, Race Clark and Johnny Thomas are really close in the points, only 2-point difference. So we know Johnny's going to turn up the heat here later on in the race too, to kind of put the pressure on Race so he can try to reserve that spot in the chase.
Yeah, we're still sitting at Johnny Thomas has led a lap and Race has not.
Yeah.
And I'm not really sure if Race knows that or not, but
I think that's what he's trying to do right now. He's trying to get past these guys and lead a lap.
yeah, well, he needs that. He needs that on his resume right now to go on to next week, and
Yeah.
or 2 weeks. Samuel Close has backed it down quite a little bit now. Cameron's got out ahead of him. Brent Miller in 5th place. Tanner Sharp back to 6th. Carlos Acosta is still taking it wide in them turns, Jeff. I'm not sure if he's not backing out early enough and the car's pushing up there, or if he's looking for some grip up there. He might be looking for a little grip. I don't know.
And it could be a little bit of both, possibly. The car could be having to push on it. He also could be looking for grip. So he's really struggling with that number 2 Pepsi machine right now, but he's doing okay here running in 7th position.
Mike Stevens still hanging on to 8th. He had quite a bit of damage on his car from earlier getting involved in that wreck. Does have Rusty Webb creeping up on him here pretty quick. Rusty to the inside. That is 4th position.
Yes, it is.
Not able to do it. Mike Stevens holds him off.
What a good run for Mark McFadden today. Mark started in 17th, and he's right now running in 10th.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
Good to see Mark running this good out here. This is awesome. Samuel Close within a half a second of the lead. Would like to get up there and lead the most laps today. Right now he's led 61 to Cameron Rich's 31. And we've still got 47 to go, so he needs to get up there and lead a few more to kind of ensure he's going to, get the most laps led tonight. If he lets Cameron lead them all, he's not going to get that bonus point.
No.
The only thing he could do possibly would be to pull out the win. He'd get the most points out of that win. He's closing in on Cameron now. But we've seen them two battling side by side, and every time they do, his car seems to be really loose coming out of turn 4 a lot, where Samuel's is a lot, it's a lot better coming out of turn 4, a lot smoother looking. Doesn't seem to be as nowhere near as loose.
Yeah, we can basically see Cameron Rich coming off turn 4 or the dogleg section back there every time. Looks like he's dirt tracking it.
Yep.
He's going sideways. He's turning
there.
right to go left.
Right there, he did it again.
Yeah, he did. Man, he's really turning that car right to go left. That's the dirt track analogy there. But, man, he's really handling that race car tonight. But as you said, Samuel Close looks more smoother on his corner exits. So, yeah, Cameron's really battling a tough race car right now besides, Sam, and he's not. So,
here he goes
again.
Man. And that stuff will wear on you too after, you do that lap after lap for 150 laps, man. I'll tell you what, by the time Cameron gets done tonight, he'll be just exhausted, because you got to be right up on that wheel every single second, and
exactly.
And where Samuel's car is running a lot smoother, and he's not going to be nowhere near as exhausted.
No. And also, you also got to think, too, Rudy, with this track, the way it eats tires, could he possibly be bald spotting those tires and kind of rubbing holes in them, sliding around like that? Wearing them down.
Well, that's highly possible. Race Clark and Johnny Thomas still pretty close together back here. About a second apart. Somewhere along in there, 8/10. Race is doing good, man. I'm proud of him. That's my buddy right there, man. He's doing good. One of my Tennessee buddies. Someday maybe I get to meet him. That would be cool. That's something I've never done, is I've never got to meet anybody on this sim. In person. My son has. A couple other guys have. Rush and Ed have met. A couple other guys that I know of that have met, but I've never met another sim racer in person.
I haven't either. No. Didn't Scott and Robert Riley meet too?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, they went to Disney World.
Yeah.
Down there in Florida. Tanner Sharp, 5th spot here tonight. Hasn't been able to get much closer to the front. Brett Miller did get around Carlos Acosta, goes into 6th. And we've still got Mike Stevens and Mark McFadden in a battle back here. These two battling for 8th and 9th. They both got around Rusty Webb. And Mike's car seems to be in a little bit better, Mark McFadden's car seems to be in a little bit better shape than Mike Stevens' car.
You can look.
Mike's got a heavy damage on that right front.
Yeah, his right front tire's actually sticking out. There's no fender there anymore. But when you look at Mark McFadden's car, his isn't that bad. So, yeah, these two are really racing hard back here, though, and they're putting on a good show.
All right, back up front, Cameron Rich continuing to lead. Got 41 laps under his belt. Coming to 37 to go. I'll tell you what, Johnny Thomas is keeping the pressure on Race Clark right now.
Yeah, he is.
He's not letting him get out there too far. He's saying, you know, I want this. I want to beat you, and I want to be in that chase. And that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to beat Race Clark to be in the chase next week, it looks like.
Yeah, he just went a little wide right there through turn 1, and that allowed Tanner Sharp to pass him.
Yep. And Race just got into the wall.
You can tell these guys are driving hard.
Yeah, they're really pushing it. And they could probably all use some fresh rubber on their cars right now.
Oh, yeah.
13 cars left out on the track, and we may not see very many more cautions here. We'll take a look at the cautions. We've had 5 cautions so far tonight. 15 lead changes. Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Some pretty good green flag runs and made these guys use them tires, man, or save what they can. And right now I'm just kind of wondering if Samuel Close is saving a little bit here.
I bet he is.
If he's going to lead the most laps, he better get up there and get the leading. The laps are winding down. Caution.
Oh, we got a caution.
That was Tanner Sharp going around right in front of Johnny Thomas, too. Almost caught Johnny.
Yeah. Whew. Johnny done a great job steering clear of that.
He sure did. All right. Well, this is about perfect timing because they can all come to pit road, get fresh feel goods on that car, and get back out there and race it up, and won't have to worry about tires or fuel the rest of the race.
Exactly.
All right, here they come. Now, this is where Samuel Close needs to have a perfect pit stop, but again, I don't know why his pit stops are just slow enough that he's not getting out ahead of Cameron. Not sure why. He was pretty close that time. Really. He was only less than a half a second slower. That's much better than 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even talk to Race Clark.
Not in TeamSpeak?
Nope.
Wow. Oh, I was going to drag him up here.
Wow. Okay.
I don't think Johnny Thomas is in here either, is he? No, he's not. What?
I don't know why nobody's in TeamSpeak. I don't get that. Don't understand it at all, but
oh well. Well,
talk to Mark McFadden, I guess.
Yeah. Hey, you read my mind.
Mark McFadden, do you have a copy?
Yeah, go ahead, Rudy.
Well, you're up here in 6th spot, man. That's some pretty impressive running you're having out there right now. The car must be feeling excellent.
Yeah, as the laps go on and some of the faster guys I get around, I just try to follow their line and I learn from them.
Well, I'll tell you what, whatever you're doing, it's working, and keep it up, man, because it's good to see you up in the front like this. And I can feel a sneeze coming on.
Yeah, I think this must be one of my best runs with 3 wide, and this is only my 2nd Cup race with them, so pretty happy tonight. I like Phoenix a lot, although this thing's a bit of a monster to drive around here.
Yeah, well, Mark, you've been having an excellent run out here tonight. How's that damage really feeling on your car there? You got a little bit on the front.
No, the crew did an excellent job. The car is fine, and I'm just going to try and hang on here till the end. And who knows? Maybe I'll talk to you again after the race.
All right, Mark. Well, good luck, buddy, and hopefully we'll talk to you later on.
Thanks, Jeff. Goody.
Yep. All right, pace car dives back into pit road. And there's the green flag. We're back underway here at Phoenix. And what another good restart here by the number 17 of Cameron Rich. He'll immediately hop up to the top lane there, and he'll dive it right back down to get a good run on Samuel Close and Race Clark.
And Race Clark, look at the run he just got there coming through the dog leg. He's giving Samuel Close a run for his money right now. And Samuel, whoa, steering out of that.
Oversteer.
Yes, he did, and man, that cost him that spot.
Yeah.
Race Clark's loving this because that put more distance between him and Johnny Thomas right now.
Yeah, that's some extra points for him because, Johnny Thomas is a couple spots behind him now instead of just right behind him. So that's really what Race is looking for. But Race is turning up the heat here, Rudy, and I think he's trying to run down Cameron now.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, Cameron's sideways. Golly, how does he do that?
I don't know. He's like dirt tracking on asphalt. It's nuts.
I've only ever seen one other driver that could do that every single lap, the whole race, lead the race, and win the race sideways like that. Every turn. In the trucks.
In the trucks.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah, just amazing driver. I can't think of his name right now. I haven't seen him in, probably 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he was an excellent driver. I used to try to talk him into going pro. And I remember we were all out there racing in Indianapolis, and I was broadcasting the race, and every turn he was dirt tracking it around the turns. Every single turn, the whole race he did that and led the whole race and won it.
Wow.
Yep. I said,
amazing.
Man, you must not have any tires on the back of it. And he said, I got enough to make it to the end. I don't care. Okay. Works for me.
I tell you, Cameron's been the same way out here tonight with that story, man.
Yeah.
I think he ain't got no more tires left on the back of that car, but as you say, he's got enough to make it.
Tony Goodwin. Tony Goodwin. That's who it was.
Tony Goodwin.
Goodwin. Yep. I haven't seen him on iRacing in a couple of years, probably 2 or 3 years. Yep, Tony Goodwin. I know his wife had a baby, and he was a proud daddy, and he said I was taking time off of iRacing for a while, and I have not seen him since. And man, I'll tell you what, that guy, I've never seen him drive a truck, anybody drive a truck like that guy could. Race Clark doing a good job, but he's got Johnny Thomas creeping up on him. And I don't mean that creeping like, weird creeping. I mean, he's closing up on him.
Yeah.
The weird creeping, Want some ice cream? Yeah, I want some ice cream, but I've got to get to bed because I got a doctor's appointment in the morning. And I'll tell you what, I can't wait to get there because, man, I'm just in sheer agony right now. Oh, man. I can't get comfortable in my chair. I'm in just pure agony. Brent Miller, 5th place. Mark McFadden's got some company here, Jeff. Carlos Acosta and Mike Stevens is not that far back. Carlos is trying to make that run on Mark McFadden. It looks like he's going to get it.
Yeah.
Yep, he will take that position away from Mark.
Yep, and he'll move into 6th.
Samuel Close, he's gonna lead gonna lose the most laps led here tonight. Cameron Rich is gonna come out with it. 2 more laps, and Cameron Rich will take over the most laps led. So what Samuel's got to do right now to lock himself into next week, well, you think about it technically, okay, he is locked in.
Yeah.
He's at the front of the pack up here, further ahead than the other guys. So, I mean, technically he is locked in.
Yeah.
3 drivers move on, and he's going to be one of the 3. So
and we've had one guy in the race take his car behind the wall tonight, and that was Drew Eisenman. So
yeah, I mean, the race is going to be between Race Clark and Johnny Thomas. It's going to be between one of them two to be the 3rd guy to make it in.
Oh yeah, and right now Race Clark still has not led a lap over Johnny Thomas leading
Right.
one. So, and they're racing neck and neck right here, position to position here. There's nothing in between them, no one in between them. So I think
how many points were they apart?
2.
Okay, who was ahead of who?
Johnny's ahead of Race.
Oh, see, and he's so now that makes 3 points. Okay, and then Race is 1 position ahead of him, so that'll make it 2 points ahead of him going into the chase that Johnny Thomas will have. So Johnny Thomas, right now, the way they're sitting, Johnny Thomas will be in the chase.
Yeah, because he has that extra bonus point for leading a lap. So
it's because see, they've canceled this out right here, right now, with Johnny leading a lap and Race being 1 position ahead of him. That kind of cancels that out.
yeah, and they're kind of right back to even. So
Well, but being Johnny was 2 points ahead of him coming into tonight,
Yep.
that still just makes him 2 points ahead of Race.
Exactly.
So, Race would have to finish 3 positions ahead of Johnny in order to clinch his way into next week.
Yeah, so Race would have to win the race and
Yeah.
be able. Yeah, so
Or Johnny
is...
Johnny wreck out or something, and or have a bad night now. That something happens and he doesn't get to finish in that position. But I'm sure Johnny's
that would be
doing
devastating with.
Yeah. Johnny's doing everything he can right now to stay smooth. I don't think he's worried about passing Race. I think he's just more worried about maintaining 4th place.
Oh yeah, most definitely. He knows that the position he's sitting in right now, he's good. So,
Race was sideways.
Race. I think he's going to Tanner Sharp's dirt tracking school, or not Tanner. Excuse me, Cameron Rich. I tell you, with you telling me the story about Tony there driving the trucks and the way Cameron's been driving that car tonight, wow. And then, looking at Race here getting loose there just a minute ago, man, I tell you, these guys have got their hands full tonight driving these cars hard. And, man, it's just amazing at how, Cameron and everybody's holding on to their cars with the way as loose as they're getting.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, nobody wants to pit. They surely don't want to pit now, not this close to the end. So they're just hanging on.
Yeah, Cameron dropped it down below the line there. I thought he was going down pit road, but he was.
I think he's looking for a little bit of help, and I've heard guys say that does kind of help you a little bit.
It does, yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never tried it.
Oh no, with me racing here at Phoenix over numerous amounts of different games and simulations and kind of comparing them to iRacing and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I understand iRacing is different from the console side, but that's just the car handling to me. The way the track drives, basically to me, is the same exact way it is on console versions. The track drives the same. And you can get down there going through 3 and 4, and through the dogleg section too, you can get down there below that yellow line and sometimes get a better run through the corner. And that's a okay racing zone. That's not a no boundaries area. You can go down there and not get penalized. So, and I've seen it benefit to a lot of drivers. So I think you're right about that, Rudy. I think he's going down there trying to find some extra grip to get around and stay in front of Samuel.
Yes, sir. Well, they got 9 laps to go. If Samuel's got anything for Cameron Rich, now's the time to bring it out.
Yes, sir.
But I just think Samuel's looking at it right now as though, hey, I'm in the chase as long as I finish where I'm at right now. Now the decision is going to be back there between Race Clark and Johnny Thomas, and those two are still racing it up. And right now, unofficially, we've kind of unofficially calculated that so far Johnny Thomas, we think, is going to be moving on to the chase and beating Race Clark. But that's totally unofficial. But we'll be back here 2 weeks from tonight, folks, for the season finale. So make sure you mark that on your calendar. 2 weeks from tonight.
Yes, they will be at Homestead on December the 5th. And I believe that is also a 150 lap race. 130 lap race around Homestead.
Coming to 5 to go. And Cameron Rich extending that lead out to about 9/10 of a second. Well, I'm going to let you take care of the interviews. Okay.
All right.
Do it however you want, first, second, third, or you want to do third, second, first, or however. But I got to get up and stretch my legs, man. I'm dying here.
Laps are winding down. I just don't know if Samuel's got enough to catch Cameron.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he does. Oh, he's getting sideways.
I tell you, these guys are watching Cameron, and they're going to dirt track racing school here.
Yeah, I agree.
We've seen Race getting loose now, and now Samuel. So I think they're kind of, maybe they're thinking that, Cameron's been doing so well tonight, dirt tracking it. Maybe they're thinking they can, do the same and catch him.
Highly possible. Race Clark still holding off Johnny Thomas. I think Johnny's probably done the math on it and said, I think I got this just as long as I finish where I'm at right now. Don't lose any more positions. I think I got this and I'll be in the chase. But I don't know. I don't know if he's mathematically figured that out, or now looks like he's starting to turn up the little pressure here on Race Clark. Races, I don't know, he's kind of wiggly here in a few places. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose or if the car's actually that wiggly in the turns. He's really loose right there. Yeah. 2 laps to go. Oh, he goes way up high in the turn that opened the bottom for Johnny Thomas.
Oh, boy.
Oh, but he's going to hold off Johnny. Wow, 1 more lap to go here at the line for Cameron Rich. White flag in the air. And off of turn 4 for 3 wide racing, folks. Congratulations to Cameron Rich for his win here tonight after leading 79 laps. So he will get the most laps led.
Samuel Close will come in second. Race Clark in third. Oh, I don't think Race is in TeamSpeak.
Checker flag.
Oh, there he is. Race Clark, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, tell us about the racing you had out there tonight at Phoenix, and how it is to we're not too sure, but when we done the math, we're thinking that Johnny was able to get you in the chase there by leading one lap. So tell us what your thoughts are on that, and how your racing was out there today, finishing third.
Yeah, I am. Yeah, he led a lap, and I had to beat him by 2, so that made it 3. I finished ahead of him, so he still beats me 2. He'll advance, and I'll drop out of the championship. Unfortunately, I gave it all I had up there. So really, just congratulations to Johnny Thomas, and I'm just happy with all things considered. With the whole season, I'm pretty glad that I made it that far to contend for the final 3. So back at it next year.
Yeah, well, you won Talladega in the last round to make it into this round. But tell us, throughout this race today, and what it meant to get this far in the chase, and what the whole season meant to you, and what you'll have for these guys going into Homestead in a few weeks.
All in all, as far as the season goes, I felt pretty good. I didn't get a spot in the team with my friends. They didn't think I was going to compete the whole season, rightfully so, because I had been kind of hard time and dropping out mid-season the past 2 just due to personal constraints. So I'm glad I got to complete a whole season. I'm glad I got to compete up until barely make it to the final round. I'm glad to be had a team switch mid-season, so I'm glad to be with Justin and him let me pick up with him. I'm just excited to go into Homestead. I'm excited for this league and what the future holds, and I'm just excited to get back to racing and try it again.
Exactly. All right, Race. Well, sorry about your luck there. Didn't make it into the final round, final 3 there going into Homestead, but congratulations on your third place finish tonight here at Phoenix. Do you have anybody that you'd like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate this finish?
Not really. I just want to thank Always Coy for hosting the league, and thank you two for broadcasting it all season long. And thanks all my good friends, Taylor, Michael, Brooks, Kristen, all of them who always tune in to watch me get to race. And I'm sorry I couldn't bring it to the final round for them. And really thanks everybody in this league. It's a lot of fun each week. It's really intense, but it's real friendly and a lot of fun. It's something I look forward to each week.
Exactly. All right, Race. Well, congratulations on your third place finish tonight here at Phoenix. Good luck to you in a few weeks at Homestead and on your future seasons here at 3 Wide Racing.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll see y'all then.
Yep. Samuel Close, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. Sure do.
Hey, man, tell us about that run you had out there tonight, racing it up with Cameron Rich and also with Kevin Finn there in the middle part of the race there. But tell us how the racing was out there for you tonight, and you made it into the next round of the chase.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome racing, really. It was pretty tough. I'm watching a replay right now with Kevin, and it was kind of both of us. I had actually cleared him barely getting into one, but then I really had no choice but to slide up a little bit, and obviously scrubbed some momentum, which backed him up into some other guys. So I hate to see somebody's chase end that way. So I am sorry that happened. But the racing was really intense, and for that, it's 57. We were racing pretty hard. But hey, you gotta try and get that guy Cam behind you at some point, because if he's in front of you, you pretty much have no chance. Or at least it feels that way. Pushing really hard, and gonna look forward to next week. Put this one behind us. I'm glad we moved on. But it was a fun time for sure.
Exactly, yeah. Well, we know that Cameron Rich, he made it in from last week, getting a spot there to go into the next round. But what will you have for him and Johnny when it comes down to the Homestead in a few weeks?
Well, you just gotta put some laps in. Make sure I get super comfortable with the car before we even get into the session or into practice. Just really try to focus and make sure I get comfortable with it, and don't make any mistakes. I felt like I had a pretty mistake-free race this time. Still couldn't beat the guy, but I'm going to give it a shot. That's all I really can do. And hopefully something will work out for me.
Exactly. All right, Samuel. Well, congratulations on your second place finish tonight here at Phoenix, and congratulations on making it into the last round of the chase and going for that championship title. What do you have anybody that you like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate tonight here at Phoenix?
Oh, yeah, Three-Wide Racing League, Chesapeake Diecast series is a great series to be involved in. We've had a really exciting year. Corey Lindsay, Paul Ross, all my teammates, Cam, it's been fun racing with him all year long. And every one of these guys, Kevin, Johnny, Race Clark, these guys have really stepped their game up and has made it a challenge every single week. So it's been a real blast to race with those guys. And also want to thank you guys. So we appreciate you guys broadcasting the races.
Exactly, Samuel. You're welcome, buddy. Congratulations here on your finish tonight at Phoenix, and congratulations on moving into the next round of the chase in a couple weeks at Homestead. We'll see you then.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
All right, Mr. Rich, you have a copy.
I do have a copy.
Hey, man, tell us about that performance you put on out there at Phoenix tonight, racing with Samuel. And, you made it in last week in the chase, but with your efforts coming out tonight and getting another win here at Phoenix.
Oh, man, it was fun. Like I said, during that caution, we were 3 wide in turn 3 and turn 1, and, you don't do that at Phoenix without wrecking. I mean, I know Kevin Finn got involved with something. I feel bad for him because we were having a really awesome race there. It was really, really something special. But you can tell the intensity levels pretty high around here. Everybody's stepping up their game, and Homestead's gonna be fun. That's all I gotta say.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, me and Rudy, we saw you out there tonight just wheelhousing that car out there, getting loose. It looked like he was turning right to go left, using dirt track analogy there. You were basically dirt tracking to come off the corners. How tough was that car out there to handle tonight around this track?
Yeah, I was getting some early practice for the dirt series just coming up here. It wasn't intended to be like that because usually when you turn right on an asphalt, you usually don't end well. You usually get in the wall and start, doing bad stuff. But yeah, it was. I was driving hard. Sam, he's a really tough competitor, and I'm really thankful that I can race as hard as I can around him, and not have anything silly happen. And a lot of guys around here are like that, and it's really a good feeling to know you can race with people, and they'll race you clean back. And that's the same respect I want to give to everyone else. They can race me clean, I'll race them clean back. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun racing with him and Kevin and everyone else. It was just a good time.
Exactly. Yeah, that was an awesome time for me to watch the race, Rudy to watch it today. We were having a blast watching you guys battle it out. What do you have going into a couple weeks for Homestead with Samuel and Johnny?
Man, I don't know. Homestead's really not one of my best tracks, so I'll have to do some practice. We'll see. I was doing some A fixed earlier in the week and kind of fell out to lunch, so got some work to do. But it'll be fun. Regardless, there's no pressure. I'm just gonna go to Homestead and do what I've done all season, have fun, and whatever happens, happens.
All right, Cameron. Well, congratulations on your finish tonight here on the win at Phoenix, and also congratulations on making it into the final race going for that championship here for 3 wide. Do you have anybody that you like to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate tonight?
I'd like to thank this league for putting on this thing. It's really fun every Monday to come out here and get some good racing, and Chesapeake Diecast for sponsoring us. It's really good. So everybody watching should go check him out on Twitter. Go follow him. He does some pretty good stuff. And you guys, your broadcasts are awesome, top notch. I actually watched them after the day after the race because I just like doing that. Yeah, and my beautiful girlfriend for being my biggest fan every week. It's nice to have somebody rooting me on. So I love you, and I'd like to give a congrats to Johnny and Sam for making the top 3. So it's gonna be fun next week.
All right, Cameron. Well, congratulations and good luck. We'll see you in a few weeks at Homestead.
Thanks, guys. Take it easy.
All right, Johnny Thomas, do you have a copy?
I got you, Jeff.
Hey, man, we usually only talk to the top 3 finishing the race, but since you made it into the chase, we wanted to kind of, get your word in on this and how it feels to be up there racing with Samuel and Cameron in a few weeks going into Homestead.
Well, hopefully by then I'm not under the weather like I am now. I've been feeling too good. So sorry if I sound like a fool, but those 2 guys are above and beyond, it seems like everybody else this season. And I'm going in with no pressure. The pressure's on those guys. They've performed all year, first and second. So if I go in there with no pressure and I'm going to go there guns and blazing, and we'll see what happens at Homestead, man. I think it's going to be fun. I'm going to put all my resources in it. I know my teammate Richard's going to be helping me out. And it's going to be a fun time at Homestead. I'm really excited to be a part of it. I didn't think I was going to come this far.
Well, you have, and you showed, the true talent that you've been able to, accomplish something here in this season in 3 wide. And congratulations on that, Johnny, for making it this far going into the next season. Not the next season, excuse me, the next race, going and fighting for that championship with Cameron and Samuel. But kind of tell us how your racing was out there tonight, battling up with racing the guys.
Yeah, it was just spying on Race. I took it like Race was the quarterback, and I was playing that spy middle linebacker, just watching him. I didn't want to pass him because I didn't want to have him behind me, so I was just spying on him and shadowing him wherever he went. I was going. If he was going to pit, I was going to pit the same lap. So as long as I stayed one position behind him, I knew I was good. And plus, I led a lap in this race, so it was fun battling. And you could tell he was driving the wheels out of that car, and he had a good finishing third. But the track was pretty good. It wasn't too loose, wasn't too tight. I thought it was a very comfortable track, and I felt like I could maybe get up to those guys in first and second, but I still would have probably been 2 seconds, 3 seconds off of them.
Exactly, yeah. Well, tell us how you feel about Homestead, going into Homestead in a few weeks to race it up with Cameron and Samuel. How good of a track is that for you?
No, I love Homestead. I ran there really good last year to clinch the championship for 3 wide last year. So hopefully I can do it again, go 2 for 2. I think that would be awesome. Those guys haven't won a championship, so like I was saying, the pressure's on them to win. I'm just going to be sitting back and watching them duel it out, and hopefully they make some mistakes.
That's awesome that you're, coming back to, fight back and hold on to that championship. So pretty cool there, Johnny. But congratulations here, making it into the chase and going into Homestead to defend the title. Do you have anybody to give thanks or shout out to before you go celebrate tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I got to thank Richard. He helps me every race when he's driving, or even if he's not driving. I know he got caught up in an early wreck, but he was pretty much my spotter the whole race after that. I want to thank him a lot, and all the Chevy guys out there. I know Carlos was helping me out, and Chesapeake Diecast. They're going to have a pretty cool trophy at the end of the year, so stay tuned. You guys for broadcasting, and I hope a lot of people tune in to watch in 2 weeks because it's going to be a fun show, and Corey for putting on this league.
Exactly. It will be a very fun show to watch you guys battle it out there for the championship this season. Well, once again, Johnny, congratulations, and we'll see you in a few weeks at Homestead. Good luck.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Jeff, let's run down through the results here. Cameron Rich coming home with the win and already locked into the next round of the chase. Samuel close second. He is going on to the chase. Race Clark just missing the chase, but he did come in third tonight, battling with Johnny Thomas there. Johnny Thomas finishes fourth, and he is in the chase. So we know that the 3 chase drivers are Johnny Thomas, Samuel Close, and Cameron Rich. Brett Miller will finish 5th. Carlos Acosta 6th. Mark McFadden 7th. Mike Stevens will finish 8th, Rusty Webb 9th, and Paul Ross 10th. Jeff?
Yeah, we got Richard Hines finishing 11th place tonight. Kevin Finn was a was a championship driver here tonight in the chase, but he'll fall short there and finish in 12th and will not make it into the next round. Tanner Sharp will finish in 13th. Nathan Young will finish in 14th. Same thing for Drew Eisenman. He was in the chase, but he had an issue there where it cost him to take his car behind the wall, and he will finish in 15th. Richard Lafferty will finish in 16th. Chad Brown in 17th. Danny Dilmito will finish 18th. Cody Wright rounding out the field in the 19th starting position. Corey Lindsay and Jess Story did not start the race.
All right. Well, again, congratulations to our winner here tonight, Cameron Rich. And we'll be back in 2 weeks for the season finale here for 3 Wide Racing. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. We appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button on the video as well. And until next time, have a safe night and good evening.
We take you down.